All right, so today we are going to be talking about how to make a picture that moves your Bitmoji across the screen. Um, I am a Norwex consultant as well as a teacher. So I'm going to do two parts to this video. I'm going to do the first part is going to be about making the one for Norwex, and then I'll show you how to make one for a teacher. Because I know a lot of teachers are interested in doing the one where you make it for your Google Classroom and you have your Bitmoji move across the screen. But I figured I hit it all in one video so I didn't have to make two videos. Okay, so starting for my Norwex friends, this is kind of how I created my slideshow in order to make that image. So using Google Slides, I just created a slide for each scene that I wanted in my picture. So obviously you need to make sure your background's the same. So I'm going to start with how to make a background because that's the easiest thing. For all of the things, so let me show you this picture first though, because you can see my background a little better. Obviously I have this kitchen counter kind of image, a refrigerator, and a table. I just went very basic for this one. All of these images I got off Google. So my tip though for you is you need to I would make your background either in a separate Google slide or PowerPoint or whatever slideshow software you have on your computer. So I have a Mac and I use Keynote. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up Keynote real quick so I can show you how I made my background. So this is my background that I used for my slide. So again, once I searched on Google and found the images I wanted, then I created this picture. So to search for the things you want on Google, just kind of type in like kitchen counter, transparent background, or refrigerator, transparent background, or table and chairs, transparent background, and then download that picture. So I will actually show you really quick how to do that. So if I just open and I just typed in kitchen, clip art. Because what I did actually, clip art's really good because it creates, and there are a couple of them that had already transparent backgrounds. You just need to download whichever one you wanted. You could pick. There's some already pre-made. I wanted to make my own because I kind of wanted it to look more realistic. But again, you just kind of search through and you click on the images that you want. Ooh, this one's cool. I didn't see this before. So I'm going to click on my image. And sometimes they have other ones that are PNGs with a blank background. So I'm going to click on this. All right. And you have to be careful because like some of them, ooh, I'm finding some really cool ones. So maybe use this website PNG Find. Pretty cool. Don't click this because that is an ad. But if you usually click on the picture a second time, it'll give you either those kind of options, or you can just right click and hit Save Image As. And then it will save it for you on your computer. And obviously when you're doing this, make sure you're not like selling these PowerPoints to anybody because obviously you're using free personal use clip art. All right, so I'm gonna go to my Keynote I was working on. I'm just gonna make a new slide real quick just to show you how I place some of the stuff. Oops, I didn't want to delete that. So this is a background I just got. It's called like wall. You just type in wall and floor background and it will give you everything that you need. There's tons of different backgrounds. You can pick whatever one you want. Anyway, so then I'm going to hit insert. I'm going to choose. And then here's my picture. I'm going to insert it. Now, sometimes you have to be careful because sometimes they don't really have a blank background. So this is how you fix that. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to show you a really cool website called Remove BG. Just literally type in Remove BG and it should come up automatically. I think it's frequently used. Okay, so if I want to get rid of the background, I'm going to upload image. Sorry, it has the ones I've already done already on there for me. Anyway, I'm going to open, and then it automatically removes the background of your image for you. You can re-download it and then go back and do the same thing I did. So insert your picture, and obviously however you insert on your software works the same way. Make sure you have the one, it'll say like the last 3 letters of view and then PNG. That's the one you want. It will always say that when you use the remove background. And then there you go with your picture. You can resize it however you want. I should a kitchen because Norwex, obviously we're doing a lot of cleaning and the kitchen's a great place to clean in. So let me just make this a little bigger. So it's going to go to the top of my background. And let that go off the page a little bit. Anyway, so there's that. And then you can add whatever you want. I'm just going to copy my refrigerator back in here just so you can kind of see how I did that. So just put my refrigerator here. And then my picture, which again, this I literally did the same way I did my kitchen counter picture. I literally just typed in kitchen table clip art and refrigerator clip art, and then I downloaded them and put them in here. I always try to look for ones that are PNGs or that have the background already removed so I don't have to do that, but that's just how you make your scene. And then obviously, shout out to Ashley, my team leader. She's awesome. She has a whole Google Drive, and your team leader might have the same thing that she might have shared with you. But it has PNGs with transparent backgrounds of tons of our Norwex products. So that is how I got all of these, like the countercloths. This is an optic scarf, the chenille hand towel. And then I just kind of placed them. Again, I downloaded them from my Google Drive onto my computer, and then I uploaded them the same way. I just uploaded these images and placed them in my picture where I wanted them. For this, I just added a shape, rectangle, drew my rectangle. Sorry, that didn't really work. Let me try again. Drew my shape. Oh, I'm sorry. I always forget because I'm going back and forth from slides to Keynote and it works differently. Okay. So anyway, here I have a rectangle. And I obviously made my rectangle white because I wanted to look like a piece of paper. That's all I did. And then I just rotated it. And again, if you're making this though, you're pretty avid with using Google Slides or things like that, but you can rotate angles. And then I just, if you double click inside a shape, oops, my text is white though. If you double click inside a shape, you can type in it. It works the same way in Google Docs, sorry. Anyway, you can do that. Obviously, I'm gonna have to shrink this. There we go. Hit enter. That way I left some space. And then the heart, again, is just another shape. Which you can search, but you should have same options for shapes no matter which one you use. And again, made my heart. This time I just changed the fill color. I'm going to angle it real quick though, because I did rotate it so it matched like my paper. And then I just make it the size that I want. Drag it onto my picture. There we go. And then if I want to change the color, I just change my fill to red for that one. And there you go. And then this is just a circle shape, the black magnet. I literally just, again, same thing, shape, basic, circle. And then I just shrunk my circle until it looked like good size for a magnet. And that's how I did that. Pretty easy. And then, yeah, I just did it on top of where I wanted it. So I didn't have to do that. Okay, so anyway, so that's the basic. So now I'm going to show you how to save this into a picture. So there are two options. If you have a Mac and you're using it, I'll just show you this way. You're going to hit File, Export to, Images. And then you can just hit PNG, select your slide. So I'm on slide 1, so I'm going to do from 1 to 1, hit Next. It'll give you the option to save it. I'm going to save it in my downloads. I'm going to name it Norwex Background. Could be KG because I don't feel like typing all that. All right. Now, what actually is really cool is if you have a Mac, you can do this without even going on Google Slides, which is, I just found this out after I did it the other way. And I was like, what? But it's pretty cool. Same thing. You do File, Export to, Animated GIF or GIF, whatever you want to do. You can figure out your resolution. You can pick the number of slides you want. So like 1 through 9 or whatever. Choose your frame rate. This one only gives you 3 options, but I'm just going to leave what it has. And then your auto advance for your slide. You can change between 0 to 1 second, which this is why, though, this is the only thing. If you don't have text and you want your Bitmoji to move quickly, then this is the perfect thing for you. And then you hit Next. But obviously you need to have more than one slider. It's not going to move, and it should save to your computer just like that. But anyway, I'm not going to spend too much time on that because, especially for us Norwex gals and guys, we want probably our slides to move a little slower so they can read if we have text on them. So that's how I'm going to show you how to do. But now I have this picture. I download it to an image. Also, though, you can screenshot. So if you have a Windows computer, you can use the snipping tool. Or if you have a Mac, you can hit Shift-Command-5. I'm going to bring you this little plus sign, and you can draw your shape of whatever you want of a picture. You hit Enter, and it saves it as a picture for you. Okay, that being said, sorry, that's my guilty pleasure. All right, anyway, all I do is build houses on there. Anyway, back to here. We are onto our slides. So now I'm going to show you how to make a couple things in your slides and then create your GIF or GIF. I always never know how to say it right, so I apologize about that. Anyway, okay, so I will show you how I uploaded my background to my slide. I like to upload it, do it in a different slide software, or you could even make it in a separate Google Doc, save it as a picture. It works the same way. Actually, if you're in Google Slides and you hit your image, if you hit File, you can hit Download, and then again, same thing, you can hit PNG, current slide, and it will download your slide as just a picture, which is really cool. Anyway, so how I do my background is I like to make my background photo an actual background so that way nothing on it can get moved. Because see, I can't move any of these things. So I know they're never going to get messed up or misplaced with what I'm doing. Anyway, so I hit background. I hit choose image. I'm going to hit browse. And then my images I have on my computer, obviously my background here. So I can click on this. But I didn't crop out the white on my background, so I'm not actually going to use that one. I'll go back to my downloads. So if you do a screenshot on your Mac, though, it'll be in your desktop. So I'm going to click this. I'm going to click open. And there it goes. It'll place my background on. I hit done. And there you go. So now I have a background that cannot be moved. So then with that, then I just added these little pictures. So this is just a white rectangle with a brown outline. If I click on it, if you click on a shape, you click this border color, you can change the border color. And then if you click the border weight, you can change how thick your border is. So it'll make it look more like a frame the thicker you go. And then I just took a Bitmoji picture, which I will show you how to add Bitmojis to your slide. So first thing you need to do, let me get rid of these real quick, is get the Bitmoji extension for Chrome because it is awesome. But anyway, how you do that is if you hit your plus sign, you'll and you get a blank, Google page pop up. If you hit apps, it will take you to the web store. And then in the web store, you can just type Bitmoji, hit enter. And then instead of, obviously it says rate it because I'm using it here, but if you hit add to Chrome, just like down here, it will add it automatically to Chrome for you and it's right there. So then you just click on this to get the picture you want. Now, if you just want like a pose of your Bitmoji, you type in photo and it will give you a bunch of different poses, like if you want you just to be standing on your screen. Anyway, so that's how I got this person. And then I use those awesome PNGs from Ashley from our Google Drive folder to get a lot of these images. That's where I got the Dusty image, optic scarf, chenille hand towel, and the countercloths. And these EnviroCloths that are sitting on top of this picture. Anyway, so to make this picture though, I just uploaded or clicked here. I typed in the Bitmoji I want. You can just literally click your Bitmoji and drag it onto your screen, which is awesome. So I clicked and dragged it, I resized it, and then I just plopped that EnviroCloth picture on top of it because I love EnviroCloths. They're like my favorite thing, probably of Norwex. Anyway, but then I'll show you how I created a couple of my other images. So this EnviroCloth that I'm holding is actually, I literally took one of mine, I laid it on the counter in that position so it looked like it was being held. Same thing with my window cloth and actually with my mop because the PNGs that I have access to, they only have like the handle and the attachment separate. They don't have it all as one mop. So I just like leaned my mop against the wall, took a picture, uploaded it on Remove BG like I showed you, and then saved it and plopped it in here. So pretty easy. This is just a call out, which you get right here in the shapes. If you hit call out and you pick the one you want, you click on it, and then you use the plus sign to draw your shape. Then it will load it. If you double click, you can type whatever you want inside. Pretty easy. And then I placed it where I wanted. And then this obviously is just a PNG with a transparent background that I just dragged over top so it looked like I was holding it in my hand. And there we go. Same thing with this one. I don't actually have a hand there. It's down at my side, but I just pull this on top because then it looks like I am holding this outward. And then that's pretty much it for this picture. So basically what you want to do is you want to create multiple slides if you want your Bitmoji to move across the screen. So I just create a slide for each action. And then also you want your Bitmoji to be in a different place on every screen so it looks like it's moving. Obviously for mine it works super well because my pictures are different. So then it really looks like I moved. So I could kind of have a little more freedom. But I'll talk about this more like in my other half of the video about teachers. You can literally just do a progression. So do like one at the very beginning of your slide, move a little farther each time you make a slide, and it'll look like it moves across the screen. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so then I insert my picture. But now you're probably wondering how I got this awesome soap picture. So I'm going to show you how I did that. Okay. So for this one, I went to Bitmoji. Again, this extension is amazing for everyone. And then I typed in clean. I'll show you. So when I typed in clean, I got several different Bitmoji. Some of them are a little bit weird, but anyway, the kind of cool thing I realized, though, if you use the Bitmoji extension, you can pretty much type in any word and it will even make a couple of your own ones with your words. I thought that was pretty cool. So for clean. I use this one, so I wanted to show you that because I just downloaded this to my computer. So you can also, if you right click, you can save the image right to your computer from Bitmoji. It's pretty cool. All right, anyway, but for the soap bubbles, I think I typed in wash. And this, I think the sanitize one came up with the wash. That's why. But anyway, there it is, the wash your hands one. So this one, again, I right clicked and I saved it to my computer. And then once I did that, I went to, actually, let's do it real quick so I can show you. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back to remove BG for this because remove BG has this other really cool feature that you're gonna see that I love. All right. So loading. Okay. I hit upload image. And it does save the images you already have on there until like you exit out of the internet for the day. Okay, to download. So here's my picture. I'm gonna hit open. Okay, so now that my picture is on here, I would typically just download it right away, but I want to get rid of this. I don't want this wash your hands or this soap bottle. So I'm gonna hit edit. Okay, and then you have a couple options that you can do here. I don't mess with any of this stuff. I just hit erase or restore. So I'm gonna start with restore first, because if you see, do you notice how some of this soap bubbles kind of got removed, and I don't really want them removed. So I just kind of went back over with the restore and I traced over just the parts that were taken out of my picture. You get to be careful. If you go too far out, it'll turn black, obviously, because this didn't have a background. But if you mess up, you can just hit undo. And then I'm just going to go in and restore this really quick. But you got to make sure too, though, if you want it to restore something, you got to click off a couple of times, or else when you hit undo, it's going to literally undo everything. Okay, but anyway, that's good enough for this. So then once you have what you need restored, you're going to hit erase. You can change your brush size as big or as small as you want. And then you literally can just erase what you don't want out of the picture, which I think is pretty cool. I'm going to erase this though because I don't like that black dot. There you go. That's better. Anyway, so I'm just going to erase. Be a little careful because obviously you're using a mouse to do this, so it can be a little hard and you don't want to erase your parts of the picture you want. So just carefully go through. I'm going to delete that. And I think it's really cool because you can literally just erase whatever you don't want out of the picture, which is really nice because Bitmoji, some of them you kind of have to make your own and play around with them. All right, almost there. And I probably could have made this a little bigger, but it's erasing just fine. All right, there we go. So there, now that you have your new picture with everything you want removed, you hit download. Download image, and then it will just download it right there for you. I'm going to exit out of here. Oops. Now I'm going to go back here and I'm going to insert image, upload from computer, or you can press this button too. I always forget. But anyway, make sure again it says view.png, open, and it will put it in just the way that I want it. Pretty awesome, right? So obviously I already have that picture, so I'm not going to save that one. Okay. So that's pretty easy to do. So again, yeah, if you want to insert a picture, it's probably easier if you just click this and it gives you the same option. All right, and then the last one I want to talk about is, or there's two more I want to talk about. Let's go with this one first. Okay, so obviously you can see that I have my Bitmoji in this position, but it's holding my mop. And I already told you that I took a picture of this leaning against the wall, uploaded it to remove BG, remove the background, put it in my slide. To make this Bitmoji, I think this one was when I typed in clean as well. Yeah, so I got this one. And then what I did is I downloaded it to my computer. Remember, right click, save image. But then I uploaded it. I'm so sorry. I uploaded it into Remove BG, and I took the eraser and I just erased the broom out of my hands. And then I tried my best to line up my slide, or I shouldn't say my slide, sorry, to line up my mop the best I could so it looked like I was holding it in my hands. So pretty cool. And it looks like I'm mopping instead of sleeping with a fake broom. Okay. So there's that. Again, I added a call out. And then this one is the one I want to talk about. So this one, this is where I got that sanitized picture. So again, I did the same thing. I took this sanitized picture, saved it to my computer, uploaded it into Remove BG, got rid of the sanitized letters. I kept the glove because then I just, again, took that picture of the mitt, the dusting mitt, and I dragged it on top of the glove so you could not see it. Bada bing, bada boom. It looks like I'm holding my dusting mitt. Pretty cool, right? All right, and then this one, like I told you, I just took pictures of my vinyl cloth and my window cloth on my counter, remove the background, and then this is the Bitmoji where it's like pointing two fingers. As you can see, and this is in the pose one, I think. Or if you Google, or not if you Google, but if you type in point in the search bar, and then I literally just dragged my vinyl cloth and my window cloth over top of the pointed fingers. Oops, sorry, I moved it the wrong way. So that way you could not see that it's actually pointed fingers, not outstretched hands. But anyway, there you go. I'm going to hit undo because I don't think that placed exactly how I wanted. Oh, interesting. Anyway, I'm going to move this one over. And just kind of be careful with how you place your things because you'll have to play around with putting them on your picture. Anyway, so that's how I got my vinyl cloths on there and my window cloth. And then this one, I just uploaded a bit. And I got and then here again I just uploaded this already as it was, threw it in here, and then for these ones I just used this, hit search the web, and then I typed in, I think, wipes, because obviously we're not allowed to use brand names, so I had to just type in what I wanted. And then obviously, yeah, whatever you want, whatever you search. I'm not going to type what I search because I don't want that on here. Because I type brand names and I probably shouldn't say those on there. All right. Anyway, so I just grabbed a wipe bottle off Google. I grabbed a bleach bottle and a cleaner bottle. And then, of course, I put the like danger, don't use sign on top of them so you couldn't see the brands. And then I just placed them where I wanted them, just so you know, these are things you don't want to be using to clean. And then that's how I made my slides. So now that I have my slide, you can see I have like 7 different ones. So what I'm going to do is there's this awesome add-on that you can use. So if I click add-ons, it's called Creator Studio. I'll show you how to add that. So you're going to hit Get Add-ons. And then you're going to type in Creator Studio. And usually it should come up. Yeah, it's like the 3rd one. I have it installed, but it'll give you the option to install it. You click install or add, however that is, and it shows you it can be used with slides. Anyway, you use that. It'll add automatically for you. You can exit out. And then once you have that, you go back to add-ons, you hit Creator Studio, and you hit open. It takes a minute to load, so you gotta wait a second. Okay, so it'll come up with this screen. You can watch the video tutorial if you want more options, but it's really, this part's pretty basic. You change your width in pixels. So, for example, if you want this to be like a longer like background for something, like Google Classroom or some kind of website in that format, or for your website, this doesn't work on Facebook. For some reason, the animated GIF does not upload as a background photo for like your cover of your VIP group on Facebook, which really stinks. But you can still have it like this to upload as a picture like I did. And if you are on my Norwex team, I'm posting this in our team group so you can see it. And you've already seen then, if you've been in that group, that I just posted the GIF as a post on Facebook, and it works just as nice. But anyway, you can change your output to whatever you want. I think to make like a Google Classroom banner, it's just kind of longer and thinner. It's 1600. So obviously, and you can only, the max height you can go is 1600. I found that out the hard way. But obviously, if you want it more square, you can go like 800 or something. You can just kind of play around with that. I'm not really good at that part, like explaining that to you, how that works, like from a computer standpoint. But basically, like you get, you want it to be like 800 width by 200. So obviously 800 times 2, 1600. Anyway, so there's that. You can change your intervals as much as you want. For mine, I put my interval for 5 seconds because I wanted it to be long enough you could read what's on each of my bubbles. If you don't have writing, obviously you can change your interval to as little or as many seconds as you want. I mean, I obviously wouldn't do like 10 seconds because then, like, if people see it, they're gonna be like, it's not moving, it's not working, because they're not gonna sit and wait 10 seconds for something to move. So I would say 5 seconds max. And that's a little high, but again, I wanted people to be able to read my little bubbles. Anyway, so you pick your interval in seconds. That means basically it's going to change your slide every 5 seconds, but in one cohesive picture, so that way you don't know that it's like a presentation. It's pretty cool. Anyway, okay, then you're going to make sure you have animated GIF clicked, and you're going to hit go. So it takes a minute, obviously, because it has to make your GIF. So just give it a minute. Okay, so what you're going to do is after you hit go, it's going to give you these two options. You can view it or you can download it. I'm going to preview it so I can show you what it looks like. So it will automatically put it in your drive for you, which is super nice. But anyway, there it goes. And then if I just wait, see, it just goes automatically for you. It's really cool. And it just looks like the picture's moving on its own. Pretty awesome, right? I think so. Anyway, so there you go. There's that. So you can have, now you have it in your drive, so you can do whatever you want with it in your drive. Also, you can hit download, and it will download onto your computer for you. And then you have it, so you can put it wherever you want. Upload it to your Facebook group, put it on Instagram, put it on as a post on Facebook. Text it out. That's what I did. I texted it out to a couple people. And that's a really cool way just to be like, hey, what's going on? Or if you have like new recruits, especially for this time, because of all the virtual stuff, you could just text it out to your clients, or if you have someone recommend a new customer for you, I should say, then you could send it out to them. So it's pretty cool. I like it. It's pretty fun. So if you're only watching this for the Norwex part, you can stop watching unless you just are interested and you want to keep watching. Okay, so let's say I want to make a background for my Google Classroom. I'm going to go back to slides. I'm going to create a new slide. I'm going to walk you through this, and if you want to fast forward through some stuff, if you know how to do some of this stuff, then you can. All right, make a blank one. I'm going to show you real quick. Some of the teachers had some like kind of fun Bitmojis that they put like going across the screen. So I just wanted to show you how to do that kind of stuff real quick. Hold on. All right, just delete the text box because I don't need that. Okay, get rid of themes because I do not need a theme for this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to open my background. I'm going to choose image. And then you can upload whatever pre-made image of your background that you want. So I'm going to go here. And then I already have mine saved. Somewhere. Oh, that's for something different. Sorry. Here it is. Okay, so here's my classroom background. I'm going to open it. I have a bunch of different ones, but I'm just using this one. Obviously, you can do whatever one you want because if you're watching this, you probably already have a background you like. You just want to know how to make it move across. Okay, so this is my agenda for the last week of school. And obviously, you can see my Bitmoji. Now, actually, I'm not going to use this one. I apologize because this one I made for an agenda. And you can comment below if you're interested in me making of how to do a digital agenda. Comment below. If I get a lot of comments, I'll make a video. Anyway, I'm going to go back to my backgrounds. I'm going to choose another image. I apologize for having to go deeper into my downloads. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you how to do this real quick because that'll be easier because I don't remember where I put it. So in classroom already made. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to hit File, Export to, Images. I'm on slide 6, from 6 to 6, PNG, next. Type classroom, BKG. I don't like to type a lot, so I will just letters. Okay. Into my downloads, export. Now I'm going to go back. Now I'm going to browse. Go back to my downloads. It should be right here. Open. Okay. I'm going to hit done. Now I have my awesome background. So with that being said, now I'm going to insert my Bitmojis and what I want them to do. So I'm going to go here. Again, I'm going to type in pose because that's a good one for finding what you want Bitmoji to be doing. So I'm going to start with a wave. And you can just click and drag again, which I think is really awesome. Okay. So again, I'm going to move this all the way to the beginning of the page because I want my Bitmoji to move all the way across the page. Okay. There she is. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so I don't have to keep adding the background every time, I'm going to right click, I'm going to hit duplicate slide. And there we go. And then I'm going to delete this Bitmoji. And then I'm going to add my next picture. I'm going to type in pose again. And I'm going to do walking one, like I'm walking across my classroom. I'm going to click, I'm going to drag. All right. And then I'm just going to bring it, it's too high, over a little bit so it looks like obviously I moved a little bit. And then same thing, right click, duplicate slide, delete, add a picture. And you're welcome to keep your Bitmoji there until you place your next one too. That works as well. I'm going to do the jumping one. So I'm going to drag her in. And there we go. And basically you just keep going until you get as many slides as you want, or you get your person to go all the way across the slide. So I'm just going to finish up real quick. And you can, again, type in whatever you want, whatever you're looking for. Which now I'm going to add this one because I think it's kind of funny, like after I jump. Now, if you notice, though, this isn't facing their direction I want to go. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to hit rotate, and I'm going to flip horizontally. There we go. So now that I've jumped, I'm a little bit sweaty. And then I'm going to add another one. And you probably want, for most of these though, honestly, like if you're moving across, you want like a whole body one. So I'm going to drop the battery one because that's kind of funny. Like I wore myself out. Oops, I forgot to duplicate this slide. Just copy that real quick. Which Command V or Control V if you don't know that already. All right, let me drag her to the end. So there we go. Now I am worn out. So there we go. So now I have my slides that I want. I'm going to go to Creator Studio, which is in the add-ons. You can watch earlier in the video if you want to know how to add Creator Studio to your add-ons. But anyway, you click it, you click open. And it will load right up here. It just takes a minute. Okay, and then for Google Classroom, I learned that it needs to be 800 by 200. So 800 times 2, which is 1600. And that is the largest you can go with Creator Studio anyway, for your output width. And then you're going to change your interval. I'm going to do 1 second because I want to move pretty fast. You can do less than that. You could even do like 3/4 of a second, so 0.75, which I'll leave there, might be fun, because you want it to move pretty quickly across the screen. Then you want animated GIF clicked, and you click go. Oh, I guess you can't do 0.75 seconds, so I'll just do 1 second. I think you can go lower though. There you go. So I'll just do 0.7 seconds. Guess you can't do to the 10th place. Okay, anyway, hit go. And again, it takes a minute because it has to make this, but you can do a video with audio, you can make it a video, you can do like an image sequence, so it would just play your images in a sequence, which I think is kind of similar to what we're doing already, because it's basically going to make your slides into one picture. That's why your background has to be the same. So obviously it looks like they're just moving across your page, but really it's just each slide of your presentation, just as a really speeded up presentation that doesn't show transitions. So I apologize, it's taking a minute. There we go. And then After you've hit go, you can do it again if you want, but don't do it again because you already have her here. You can view it. So let's view it and make sure we like it. And again, it'll automatically save it to your Google Drive, which is really awesome. So you can get it from there. Or there you go. And you just see my Bitmoji run across the screen. Pretty awesome, right? Anyway, so there is that. So I'm going to X out here, go back to my slide, and then you can also download it to your computer. And I'll just download it for you, and then you can place it wherever you want. If you want to add it to your Google Classroom, I will show you how to do that really quick. Classroom. There we go. Okay, I'm on my account. Cool. All right, so I'm going to go to my classrooms. I'll do this one. I'm going to hit upload photo. I'm going to select photo from my computer. I'm going to go back to downloads. It should be right here on title presentation or whatever you name yours. Mine, I just opened it. There you go. And then you're just going to okay, maybe 1600 was too big, but anyway, size it however you want. Hit select class theme. And then there you go. It will do that for you. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so it's too big. So you might actually have to do 800. Might just be what you do for that. So you can play around with it, but obviously that's just the basics and it works pretty awesome. So that is pretty much it. If you have any other questions or you need anything else or you want to know anything else, please comment below and I'll try to get back to you the best that I can. It's a super busy time for me right now, so I will try my best.